Hi guys, Johnny Good here for Real Home Studio. Today taking a look at Comica's Boom XU U2 dual channel mini UHF wireless microphones. Just before we check these out, I want to remind you to please like, subscribe, and if you've got something to say, drop it in the comments box below. Now, as with all the Comica products that I reviewed so far, the Boom XU comes with this really nice carry case. And the first thing that really strikes me is quite how small it is. If you're a jobbing videographer, this is not much to have to carry about. It really is not actually that much bigger than my hand. Okay, so let's open up the front pouch and take a look inside. So the first thing that I can see we've got is a variety of connection options. We've got TRS cables provided for connecting to a DSLR. We've also got TRRS cables provided for connecting to smartphones, and indeed also there's an XLR connection as well for connecting to more pro quality cameras. We've also got two lav mics provided, and they both come with little dead cat windshields as well for windy conditions, and a USB charger cable for charging up the transmitter and receiver. And opening up the main case reveals a set of instructions and your two transmitters and receiver, and the first thing you can really see is quite how mini and compact these really are. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is try the Boom XU U2 out on the DSLR camera in the home studio here. I'm going to kick off with using the internal microphone first of all, and then secondly use the provided lav mic. Okay, so let's get the Boom XU set up on this DSLR. So first of all, I'll just let you know I'm using my smartphone and smartphone microphone just to show you this. So let's just turn on the Boom XU receiver, and I'm going to turn on the Boom XU transmitter. Now I'm going to click through settings, and hope you can see it says auto pair. I'm going to click that one more time and one more time again, and it's going to try and pair. I just want to put the sensors together, and you can see that's now paired to channel 15. Okay, so we can now go back to the main screen, and you can see now that the level meter, the mic's actually picking me up speaking on the level meter for channel A there, as it's picked me up. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is just get these aerials up here just to make sure that the transmission's as good as possible and the receiver's as strong as possible. And we'll just want to mount this clip, which I'll just show you here. It's really handy if you don't have a shoe function on probably your smartphone, you know, if you're not using an external tripod. You've got that clip function as well. But if you do, like on this DSLR, then you can just slide it into position and it's going to sit really nice there on the top of the camera. Okay, so now I'm going to take this transmitter and I'm going to use the clip that onto my t-shirt. There's one more thing I need to do, of course, and that's connect the receiver into my DSLR using the TRS cable provided. Okay, so I'm going to clip this on now and let's take a listen. Okay, so I've now got the Boom XU transmitter clipped onto my t-shirt with the clip towards you and the unit towards me to keep the unit as discreet as possible. So the sound itself is certainly acceptable, but you're really going to notice the difference when you clip in one of the lav mics. So if you're short on time, this is a great way just to quickly whack on a mic, or indeed use it as a handheld microphone. But if you've got a bit more time, you're certainly going to notice the sonic benefits of clipping in a lav mic. So let's set one of those up right now. Now, whilst you're listening to this lav mic, I just want to tell you about the benefit of the independent volume controls which are on the Boom XU U2. So you have volume controls for both channels A and B, and while that's particularly useful, especially when working with DSLR cameras with less than ideal metering facilities like my Nikon D500, which actually only has off, low and high and no metering whatsoever. So that's a very, very useful feature that I can optimize the output coming from the Boom XU so I can get just that right level when recording into the DSLR and indeed working in post-production. Okay, so filming on location is obviously where the Boom XU and a wireless microphone system really comes into its own. It's also a particularly cold and windy day here today in the UK, so a good opportunity to check out the provided windshield dead cat which comes with the Boom XU set. Okay, let's go take a wander. It's about 2 football pitches in length, so we'll get a good feel as to how far we can go with this wireless system before it starts dropping out. Okay, so I'm now walking back from 2 football pitches in width.
quite a distance from the camera. And as I say, it is also very cold and also pretty windy as well, quite a strong crosswind, so a really good test for the dead cat. Of course, there's not going to be too many scenarios where you're going to want to be this far from the camera and shooting, but it's good to test the capabilities. And one of the downsides of using a wireless system, and why I wouldn't use it necessarily in the studio, is because of the occasional dropouts. So it's just good to have a check and see how the system is coping on location, and indeed also with quite a strong crosswind. Okay, so now we're coming back into shot. I'm very much looking forward to a cup of tea and getting back in the studio. Now, of course, one of the big reasons you're going to buy the Boom XU U2 is because it doesn't just come with one transmitter, but two, making it perfect for budding journalists and those wishing to conduct interviews. Isn't that right, Johnny? Oh, yes, mate. Absolutely.
Up until now, I've been using the Boom XU with my DSLR camera, but of course, this pack does also come with a TRRS connection, allowing you to use it with your smartphone. Now, it'll attach really easily if you had a tripod system like the Comica VM10K2, and it will just grip in nice and easily, just like it will onto the top of your camera. But if you don't, its multifunctional design means it can also just clip onto your smartphone with ease. Another nice touch are these locking leads which come attached to the lav mics, which when pushed in place onto the transmitter just lock into a hole so they can't be accidentally pulled out when you're on a shoot. On the downside, with all three units requiring USB charging, it's a real shame they only provided you with one charging lead. In summary, Comica's Boom XU U2 is a really good solution if you're looking for an ultra-compact wireless system to work in conjunction with your smartphone or DSLR camera. My name's Johnny Good for Real Home Studio. I do hope you enjoyed today's review, and if you did, please remember to like, subscribe, most importantly, have yourself a great day.